Good afternoon to all. A warm welcome to all the delegates, dignitaries, students, and faculty gathered here on the second day of Natcon 2025, the 15th National Conference on Students' Medical Research, organized by the Department of Community Medicine, Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. Natcon 2025 is built around the theme Adolescent Health Matters, Healthy Foundations for a Brighter Future. As we reflect on the multidimensional needs of our adolescents, we recognize that physical growth is not merely a biological process, but a reflection of opportunity, equity, and holistic health. So now we are moving on to today's functions. We have with us our Honorable Additional Chief Secretary of Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of Kerala. Sir, Dr. Rajan Kobragade has accepted our invite and graced our conference despite his hectic schedule. I invite him to this function. I call upon our respected principal, Dr. P.K. Jabbar, sir, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Chief Guest for today, ACS Rajan Sir. I used to call it as Rajan Sir only. Head of the Department of Community Medicine, Dr. Anuja. Distinguished guests, I can see my friend from Sabdarang Hospital and students, of course, my own other staff also. I'm extremely happy and proud to say that we are hosting a national level conference mainly for a research oriented topic. And what I understood in this conference is centered around adolescent medicine. Adolescent phase is a very interesting phase of our life. There is something known as, for endocrinologists, there is something known as ICP model. And what is important, this is adolescence. The adolescent time, we have sufficient growth issues. There are cognitive developmental issues and other physico-social development also. Exactly that's the reason we have selected a very interesting topic for today, adolescent medicine and its health issues. As an endocrinologist, I can tell you, so my colleague Dr. Bimal is sitting here. We are all conducting adolescent endocrine problems. We have, especially for an endocrinologist or a physician, we have huge number of adolescent problems, maybe a growth problem or reproductive problems in the form of polycystic ovarian syndrome. In fact, we conducted one study community study in Kerala state, mainly centered on Trivandrum district. We could achieve a beautiful data also regarding the database of polycystic ovarian syndrome. My dear friends, if you look into the data, see, sizable population is having polycystic ovarian syndrome. So there are other issues also in all specialities. I wanted to congratulate Dr. Anuja and her team for choosing this theme, best theme for today's or for this conference. Really congratulate the entire team. My job is very simple to welcome the guest for our today's meeting. Rajan sir is our own blood, I would say, because he's a medical teacher and he's having lot of ideas also. Very, very workaholic person. And all the time he is observing all the medical colleges. That's my view. All the medical colleges. He knows what is happening in all our medical colleges. All the time sir is available in his office and monitoring and is giving guidance to entire medical profession. There is no doubt about that. Sir, on behalf of entire organizing team, I sincerely and heartily extending a welcome to Rajan sir to this audience. I don't want to say welcome to my own colleague, Dr. Anuja, is a part of your team or of my team. But as the custom demands, a small, simple welcome to Anuja ma'am also. Okay. And regarding other faculties, I know there are faculty from Delhi. Okay, he took lot of effort to reach here from Safdarjung Hospital. Okay, sir, on behalf of entire members crew here, I sincerely welcome sir to the audience. And n number of faculties are sitting here. Very simple word, I welcome each and every faculty to this meeting. But of course, finally, delegates. Without delegates, no conference. See, I sincerely welcome all the delegates, faculties across the country to this Natcon conducted by Trivandrum Medical College. Finally, the sponsors and other supportive staff for the better performance of the conference, welcoming each and everyone to this Natcon. Purposefully, see, without this thing, probably I may miss few important personalities. I welcome each and everyone to this conference. Thank you very much.
Sir, I invite our respected head of department, Dr. Anuja Yu, to deliver the vote of thanks. Sir, no, sir. Sorry, audience. It is now my privilege to invite the distinguished administrator and policy maker whose leadership continues to shape the health landscape of Kerala. I warmly welcome Dr. Rajan sir to address the gathering.
Post-lunch sessions are very difficult, but all of you must have had a good lunch, and we are having a diabetologist also with us. He will be always very sweet with all of us, and he has also done welcome also very sweetly. I was just asking him, this audience is one of the very important audience. And that is why when Dr. Anuja came and met me, so I agreed that I will definitely come. I was supposed to come yesterday, but because of the change of times and other things, I was having other scheduled meeting exactly at the same time. I could not come. But then I asked, so they say that today at 3 o'clock there is a function. So I said, okay, fine. We will reach here. I will reach here at 3 o'clock. But then our DME said that he is busy. So I said, okay, you advance to 2:30 if it is possible. So therefore, we are starting at a little bit early, even though there are certain sessions going on. So it doesn't matter, because those who are present and those who have participated in this conference, at least few of you are here. So some of the points which I thought that I will share with you, through you can pass it on to your colleagues who are present here and also others when you go back. So it is indeed a pleasure. Dr. Jabbar, Dr. Anuja, other HODs who are present here, and the students, not only from Trivandrum Medical College or also medical colleges from Kerala, but outside the state, some of the medical college students perhaps maybe in this hall, and my other colleagues from the health services and others. Dr. Ammar is here, who is alumni of this institute only. So all of you, are the part of this, and it is indeed a very noble initiative taken by Trivandrum Medical College, and it has now grown to such an extent that even outside medical colleges, right from the Himachal Pradesh, they are participating, and their enthusiasm not only for the giving and submitting their research related topic, but also coming here, even though there are little bit of logistic issues, but still they have made it a point to come and attend. That shows that there is an energy among our young doctors who are focused at some of the very important areas. I personally feel that in medical education, each one of us have to have this spirit of doing research in the areas which one is interested in. So before I start to share few points, I will share one of the experiment which was done in our country, and also what Dr. Vikram Sarabhai mentioned about the same thing. I think some of you must have read recently when I was, going into the primary school, at that time we heard this all satellite, and first satellite Bhaskar and then Aryabhatta was put into the space. That is the time in which this one of the, imagination of this project is such a vast. That is a satellite instructional television experiment, 1975. At that time, the computers or the mobiles are also computer now, there was nothing. There was only the knowledge related to the space technology, and we were, just beginning to enter into the space technology. That was the period 1975. But look at our founding forefathers. What is their vision? So they have had a vision in 1975. They selected 6 states, 2,400 remotest villages, and they had done a collaboration with NASA. And then they said that we will have a box kind of a TVs in all these 2,400 villages, and all these villages, those students and even elderly, everybody can come and see and go through the educational content. So what happened subsequently, that the sessions after sessions, it was not only the session related to the education, but the way we can develop the whole thing related to the agriculture or related to the pest control, everything as a content creation. In fact, they started doing it, and as a fallout of that, they have done the study, and in these 2,400 villages, even before the TVs came into your father and your parents' homes, because 1975 none of us were having a TV in our homes. But these people, in fact, they get to see, and they got completely fascinated by the fact of looking the moving picture in a box, because every time we see only each other, and that is the only movement we see. But when they were seeing, so that was the fascination. But look at the thinking of our scientists at that point of time, that we wanted to go ahead with this kind of a experiment and the research, that how we can do the knowledge transfer, and knowledge transfer into the urban center. In fact, still, we are having a very good universities, colleges, etc. But the knowledge transfer in the rural area was the premise on which these founding fathers thought through this, one of the very noble project, and we went ahead. And this project all over the world received enormous awards, because this is the community engagement. And at that moment, in fact, there is a quote of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, and I quote, "There is no ambiguity of purpose. We don't have a fantasy of competing with the economically advanced nations in the exploration of moon or the planets or a manned space flight. But if we are to play a meaningful role nationally and at a community of nations, then we must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies to the real problems of man and society." Now, I unquote. So this is the quotation summarize that what should be the thinking of a person when we generate the interest in doing some research and going forward. Now there are certain hard facts. When I come across and I discuss with my colleagues, I ask this question. Every year, in fact, there are certain research are happening, and we also fund. In fact, from the state government, we fund almost 2 crore to 3 crore. Every year we fund to all the fraternity in the medical colleges in the state. It is a very good program. But I ask them simple question. How many research output you have submitted as a proposal to do improvement into our system, to do improvement in our program, to do improvement in some of our policies what we are implementing? And you will be surprised. In fact, this is itself is a research topic, that what is the conversion rate of the research what we do, which we apply to the practicalities. And I am sorry to say that I don't get to get the research which are very relevant to the requirement at the field level. So my first request to all of you is that when you are thinking of your subject of your choice, like our Dr. Vikram Sarabhai at that point of time said, that it has to have a connect with the community, and what we would like to do with that research, which will have a profound impact on a larger population, that should be the premise on which we should be working. But having said this, I am not saying that the research are, no, some of the research which has happened in our state is also not relevant. There are some beautiful research studies which has been done. So now we all welcome our DME, Dr. Vishwanathan. So I will do Master of Ceremonies job. So come and join us. So I was telling you that there are certain researches which are very relevant. So I'll tell you 2-3 topics. In Thrissur Medical College, they have done a study that if patient comes, then how much time that patient, if a critical patient comes, then how much time that critical patient takes to go on an operational table. Accident case, come to the emergency, from emergency go to the scanning center, from the scanning center go to the MRI center, from there go to the the operation table, and post-op then care. So they have identified a lot of redundancy. They have found out there is a lot of time gap, etc. And therefore they arrived at a decision that what kind of intervention we should be doing. And that is a very apt and relevant topic of doing some kind of operational research and giving that feedback to the system, so that not only in the Thrissur Medical College, but then we can have a spillover effect or a cascading impact. All medical colleges, they should be looking at such kind of approaches. They have done another second study, which is a very meaningful study, that is related to why pedestrians are meeting with an accident even if they are walking on a footpath. So they have done a lot of study related to that, and the input what they have got, based on that they have given the suggestion to the PWD, also police department, motor vehicle department, and over a period of time, in fact they are saying that there is a number of accidents has come down. Really a very good relevant research. Why I am telling some of the few example is, now I am also doing operational research while coming here. I am trying to find out how many people are attentive, how many people are on their mobile. So I have counted when I came here, there were 5 people, they were on mobile. There are few individual even today, now also they are on mobile. So my inference from that, there is a good number out of this, suppose it is 100%, 95% are attentive. They are looking at, okay, there are some people are coming and talking. What is that, whether it is a content rich or not. And it is not a joke or in a jocular way I am saying. I do this operational research day in and day out when I conduct any meetings with a DME and your principal and other HODs when they come. That what is our content? Are we serious about what we are discussing and whether we are investing our time in a rightful areas? That is one of the very, very important principle which all of you should understand. So having said these 2-3 things, that our research has to be relevant, it has to be having a focus, and it need not be a fashionable stuff. Okay, whatever is the in thing fashion today, and therefore I will take that as a research topic and I'll do it. Perhaps that may be a momentarily fashionable, but if the application side is weak, such kind of an investment of your time and the resources are futile. So what I would like to tell you is 2-3 things. One, what is basically required for a person which is a thinking mind is a spirit of inquiry. If any one of us is having that spirit of inquiry, then those key questions will lead your thought process to take it to the direction that why this thing is happening and what are the ways by which we will mitigate. And as a medical science professionals, all of us, we should be constantly thinking that whether we will do that kind of approach, thereby we will change the circumstances and we will have a very healthy society around. So first and foremost, which is required for all of us to have this spirit of inquiry, and it requires nurturing. Not only during the student days, one will have that enthusiasm, but it should be throughout the life. And it need not stop only when you achieve certain things. You will become a very successful, either you choose a private sector or a government sector, you will be very successful. You will become a assistant professor, then HOD, then like a principal, then DME also. But if we stop this, our nurturing of spirit of inquiry, we start growing. We will have all these adages with us that I am so and so. But unless and until we are having this continuous learning and the approach and building this feedback loop, that whatever we have understood because of our operational research or whatever research we are doing, bringing into the system, I think we will be failing our duty. And as I am talking to the students, I am also talking to principal, HOD and the DME. So my approach is, if I am looking at DME, then if DME doesn't do what all things which are happening in the medical institution by which we will enhance the knowledge transfer as well as we will enhance the services. And if it is not based on the evidence, then I will tell Vishwanathan, you are at the same level. You are not growing month on month and year on year. And there is nothing great if the status quo is same as it is in 2025. And if we see the same thing in 2030, we'll say that we have not done our job properly. So Vishwanathan, you are having a very huge responsibility, because we lead to by example. Same thing goes to Dr. Jabbar. So the second aspect is that the spirit of inquiry need to be nurtured. It need not stop only at the student phase of life. It is continuous till the last day one is on this such a beautiful planet. Second, and my last point is, all of us are having time as the resource. There is no other resource. Time is the only resource we is having. Material, money is a byproduct. All your fate or what we do or what we will be after say 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, it all depends on how are we spending our time and whether that time is well spent to the dream, whatever we thought through, that okay, I would like to be here. If we are spending that time, then it is fructifying into the success. Second important thing, first is the spirit of inquiry, second is the time as a resource, and last thing is, whatever you are going to think, that is going to happen. So if you think that it is very difficult, I will not be able to do it, you will not be able to do it. But if you think that this is a difficult problem, but I will go deeper, I will do deep diving, I will do this research, I will do that research, I will definitely find out a solution, you will find out a solution. And that is the way that all our forefathers and the scientists, they have developed all this medical science and unfolded before us. That is the the main thing. So therefore, these are the three things which I feel they cut across not only in the medical science but in anybody's life, be it an administrator or be it the social sciences or be in art and anything. First thing is that there has to be a spirit of inquiry. Second is we need to have our investment of time, and third thing is we have to have a very logical thinking approach. So whatever we think, we fructify into the result. And as you people are all doctor, definitely you will bring out that well-being all around you in the society and the community, and thereby in the villages and in the cities and in the state and the country, and that's the way to go forward. So I congratulate all the groups who have come. Some of you will get selected and the awards will be given to you people. Some others, they may be participant, but I think it is equally important to all of you to participate, because you are having a beautiful city of Kerala. So I wish all of you all the best, and I congratulate the organizers and others who are continuously working to organize such a good and very meaningful conference. Our colleagues from Safdarjung Hospital and also from other hospitals, MCH College, they have come, and the senior faculty. I think through you also, we all collectively should give some proposals to the ministry and request them that there should be, other than the ICMR, there should be in the medical education side some kind of a further motivational or the supportive kind of a schemes. Thereby many more students and the faculty, they will come forward other than the what effort states are doing. So thank you very much all of you, and all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words. I invite our beloved DME, Dr. Vishwanathan, sir, to present our Natcon 2025 7-year and the revised edition of Infection Control Manual to Dr. Rajan, sir. Thank you, Rajan sir. Thank you, Vishwanathan sir. I invite Dr. Vishwanathan sir to address the gathering.
Good evening, all. I had addressed you at length yesterday, but it courtesy speaks that I will have to address you again. But one thing that always encourages me, or rather helps me, is that I see our Rajan sir, our ACS, not as a superior officer, but as a teacher. So it's always that we always keep on learning, whether be it administration, be it academics, be it clinics, be it research. So we learn, relearn, we think, rethink, we search, research. So this is the process that always keeps us going forward. So due to the want of time, I don't really want to extend my discussions. But this year's theme has been really very good theme that I was discussing with Dr. Anuja, that healthy foundations for a brighter future where adolescent health matters. So this theme, actually when I was discussing with Dr. Anuja, she was mentioning that there were a lot of input from the student side, because when we as policy makers or when as administrators, we always think from our side and we don't receive the questions from the youngsters. So this I think was one of the big opportunities for us to know what really matters as an adolescent, at least in our at medical education level. So there has been a lot of learning for us also, and this forum has been a really excellent forum to learn ourselves about what adolescent matters, what it really means, because our adolescence was not similar to what the adolescents face these days. So the menace of drugs, the issues that are related to so much of stress. So everywhere there is burnout. So how to prevent burnouts? So everything, as Rajan sir was rightly mentioning, is a research point. If you go behind and seek things, you will get questions, and then again go behind it deeper and deeper, then you will get answers. This is what always sir tells me. So whenever there is a matter to be analyzed, you go into the depth of it, only then you will get solutions. So I learn a lot from you, sir, and thank you so much for that. And so best wishes, and I must congratulate each one of you for having been here for the last 2 days. And I think around 460 plus registrations, sir, and it has been really a tremendous, year after year, this phenomenon has to keep going on. So with these few words, let me conclude my talk, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir. I invite our head of department, Dr. Anuja U, to present a small token of gratitude, a painting prepared by our artist, Mr. Prashant, to Dr. Rajan sir for gracing our function with his esteemed presence. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I invite Dr. Anuja to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected our Honorable Additional Chief Secretary Rajan sir, respected DMA Vishwanathan sir, our Principal Jabba sir, and all other delegates, faculties, teachers who are assembled here. This is my proud moment that we have our administrative head Rajan sir itself for this function, because he is actually acting as a driving question. In research, we always ask the students to, whenever you find with any problem, any issue, you ask questions, convert into a right question and try to find out the answer to right question. As an administrative head, Rajan sir always asks us questions about everything, and as subordinates, we are actually trying find it difficult to convert that into actual true research question and find out the answers to all these questions because of various other administrative roadblocks. Still we find it, we will try to make it almost all possible. Anyway, for our ACS, on behalf of our whole team, organizing team and Government Medical College, I express my sincere gratitude to sir for coming for this meeting and for gracing this occasion and motivating our students and guiding us, leading us, and acting as a mentor and guide. Thank you, sir. Then our DMA, my own classmate, Dr. Vishwanathan, as well as Jabba sir, they are always with us. For this CME, they gave immense support. Otherwise, this could not have been happened. So I thank both of you for this meeting. Then from there are many faculties came from even MES Medical College, Dr. Sani to almost all of the medical colleges, most of the community medicine people are actually participating in this program. Then students from all the 14 states, including from Himachal Pradesh to Pondicherry, Tamil Nadu, everybody actually supported us and they came here and presented their papers. I congratulate all those who are actually present here. And I thank everybody for being with us. I look forward that in coming years also we have to move like this, and as Sir said, we have to bring in research evidences to for the betterment of human population. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, I thank all the chief guests who are present on the dais. Thank you all. Guests are requested to be seated for the oration which will follow. So starting today's academic session, it is my privilege to invite your attention to one of the most awaited orations of this conference, the Pranamam 94 MBBS Batch Alumni Oration. This special oration commemorates the enduring legacy and commitment of the 1994 MBBS batch of Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram, a batch who has been constantly supporting us till today. Today's oration is on optimizing height in children and adolescents, the story of my experiments with growth. Our orator for this session is a name synonymous with clinical excellence and academic vigor, Dr. Vimal M.V., Senior Consultant and Head of the Department of Endocrinology at Aster MIMS, Kozhikode. An alumnus of this very institution, Dr. Vimal has dedicated his career to unraveling the complex interplay of endocrinology in childhood and adolescent health. We welcome you, sir. To chair this prestigious session, we are honored to have two distinguished personalities. Our first chair is Dr. P.K. Jabbar, an eminent clinician, teacher and visionary, currently popular among us, our beloved principal of Government Medical College. He is also the head of Department of Endocrinology and director of the Indian Institute of Diabetes, Puliyanarkota. A mentor to generations, Sir continues to inspire through his leadership and dedication to academic medicine. We welcome you, sir. Joining him as co-chair is Dr. Shami S.S., laparoscopic laser and robotic surgeon and managing director of Care Hospital, Pothankode. A dynamic healthcare entrepreneur and skilled clinician, Dr. Shami exemplifies the values of innovation and compassionate care. Welcome you, sir. I invite Vimal sir to deliver the oration. We are all ears to listen, learn and reflect from you, sir.
Respected Speaker Dr. Bimal and my own student, Dr. Shami, senior members, friends. I wanted to congratulate our organizers again for including this important topic. You know why? Because assessing a short child is not that easy, very challenging one. Slide aya paranjekkanam ketto. Slide aya paranjekkanam. See, assessment of a short child. There are n number of causes, but don't take a message from Dr. Bimal's talk. Endocrinopathy is the cause for short stature, nothing like that. There are n number of causes for short child. Maybe nutritional problem, maybe simple familial problem. There are certain benign conditions also there, which needs no treatment, no active treatment. You simply observe. That's all. Nothing more than that. And see, when do you consult the doctor? That's the number one question. See, very common to get reference from various parts of the Kerala and from other parts of the other states also. Sir, എൻ്റെ കുട്ടി ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ച മാതിരി വളരുന്നില്ല. See, നിങ്ങളെ ചിന്താഗതി may be different, but there are definite diagnostic criteria for assessing a short child. I don't want to discuss the scientific aspects because Dr. Vimal is going to discuss all those aspects. But mind you, if you have a feeling like that, you just talk to your general physician first. Maybe a pediatrician, maybe a physician, depending upon the age of the individual. My dear friends, students, what I want to tell you that endocrinopathy is also a cause for or contributing factor for short child. I think slide is ready. Slide is ready. Till slide is ready, I will talk. That's all, right? Okay. Now, see. Ready? Okay. So, please take only few messages like this. And to introduce the speaker, Dr. Bimal is a good student of mine and good friend of mine. And currently is attached to MIMS Hospital and he is having his own establishment also in the beautiful city of Kozhikode. And I welcome and on behalf of entire the delegates, faculties, guests sitting over here, Dr. Bimal, to start his delivery.
Good afternoon. Thank you, my respected Jabba sir, for the kind words of introduction. I'm also grateful to my own classmates who have assembled here to support me before this oration. I'm also extremely grateful to the Community Medicine Department who has organized this excellent CME. So I am dedicating this presentation to my dearest friends. 4 of them. One is Dr. Anesh, Dr. Matthew, Dr. Pushpa, and Dr. Biju, who are very close to all of us who are sitting here. And I would request all of you to stand up for a single minute in memory of them. Thank you. Once now we proceed to our topic proper. It's not moving. Actually, I had sent the presentation yesterday itself, but it was not loaded. I am extremely sorry for the technical problems. Anyway, I will talk something about optimizing height in children and adolescents, the story of my experiments with growth. So why I put this heading? Anybody, any comments from the back? So basically, I am a huge fan of Mahatma Gandhi. So what is the name of the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi? It is the story of my experiments with truth. So here I put it as the story of my experiments with growth. And Gandhiji has already told that a balanced intellect presupposes a harmonious growth of body, mind and soul. These are the great words of Mahatma Gandhi with which I will start the talk. My presentation is dedicated to my teachers. There are so many teachers, I am not naming anyone, but the one person I can see here is Jabba sir, and my family who have supported me in this journey of my clinics, and my dear friends, very dear friends of 94 batch, including all the friends who are sitting here on the stage as well as off the stage. So we will come to the topic as such. Stature. Why stature is important? There are 4 reasons why stature is important. One is it gives you personal respect. It is important professional as well. Sexual life also it is important, and social life also is important. So stature is important. And what's the usual rate of growth for a child? Any comments from the back? So the child, when the child is born, the child will be around 50 centimeters. In the first year, it grows by around 25 centimeters. Then second year, the child goes by around 10 centimeters. Then the growth decel comes down. Then is the time by around 10 to 12 years of age, there is a spurt of puberty. So you know how much is the height spurt during puberty for a boy? For a boy, it is around 30 centimeters, and for a girl, it is around 25 centimeters. So there is a pubertal spurt that is happening. So there is a spurt in the first 2 years, followed by a spurt that is happening at the time of puberty. So I will just tell you a few experiments of mine regarding growth. So we are seeing a chubby child here who is Master B, who presents the short stature to me in my OPD. He had hypoglycemia on day 5. His milestones were normal, but you can see that at around 4 years of age, he is only around 70 centimeters, and he has got a typical chubby face of growth hormone deficiency. This mid-facial hypoplasia is there. Subsequently, there are so many tests to diagnose. I am not going to the details. The child was found to have pituitary growth hormone deficiency. So now I will tell you a story of Balaban. So who is Balaban? Any comments? There is a story of Jeff Balaban, who was born in US. So Jeff Balaban was a boy who was in a class, and the boy was the shortest in the class. So Jeff Balaban was very much depressed due to his shortness. So Jeff Balaban's mother is Barbara Balaban. So Barbara Balaban thought that he ensured his boy that you will grow to normal height. So at that time, there was this growth hormone was coming into practice, and cadaveric growth hormone used to be given. So what are there in this? Any comments? What are there in these boxes? So these boxes contain pituitaries. They are human pituitaries. So they are cadaveric pituitaries, and they were transported from various places in US. They are known as pituitary pilots, and they were transported, and ultimately Edna Sobel gave Jeff Balaban growth hormone. That was the doctor's name. So Jeff Balaban grew to almost 155 centimeters. So that is a story of growth hormone. So this is a story of Jeff Balaban, and also the story of a mother. And as long as you are having a mother and father on your side, you always stand a winning chance, whatever be the odds. That is a message of this first growth hormone therapy. And you also know about who is this person, Lionel Messi. So Messi was a boy who was a helpless boy who was wandering in Argentina, in the streets of Argentina. He was very short. He was having growth hormone deficiency, and he could never afford growth hormone. So what happened to this person, Messi? Messi was taken by Barca club, and Barca club sponsored growth hormone, and now we can see the Messi who is brightening in the world. So that is the story of growth hormone, and I have got around 211 patients on growth hormone therapy till now, and most of the patients are isolated growth hormone deficiency or combined pituitary hormone deficiencies or craniopharyngiomas and pituitary tumors. And there are some genetic syndromes as well, like Turner syndrome, Prader-Willi syndrome, and 3M syndrome, and so many other syndromes. And you can even give this, I have 2 or 3 patients on CKD, having CKD, who were given growth hormone therapy, and almost every patient grew to normal heights by giving growth hormone therapy. And the response is very much rewarding for all of us, and you see the response. In the first year, you will grow by around 15 centimeters if it's an isolated growth hormone deficiency. So that is a story, and you can see, we even in rare syndromes, we have presented this paper in Denmark. So response to recombinant growth hormone therapy in a child with 3M syndrome, triple M syndrome, that is a very rare syndrome in which the child will be extremely short. But we gave growth hormone therapy, and the child grew up by around 12 centimeter in the first year. So that is a response to growth hormone therapy, which we presented in an international meeting. And now I am proceeding from growth hormone therapy to my second experiment. So what's my second experiment? Any comments? It is thyroxine. So you are seeing a child here who is almost like a cretin child. 4 years, height is only 80 centimeters. So what could be the reason? You can see the face. The child is constipated. Child is having delayed milestones of development. The child is not able to crawl. So what's the diagnosis? It's a delayed diagnosis of congenital hypothyroidism. So definitely hypothyroidism is a reason for short stature. And around 356 patients I have treated of congenital hypothyroidism, and more than 300 were diagnosed during screening, 15 first year. But unfortunately, even now, we have so many delayed diagnoses of hypothyroidism leading to short stature as well as intellectual disability. So that is something we should always have in our mind, in our mindsets. We should always screen for congenital hypothyroidism. That is a message that I want to give. The second message that I want to give is screen for congenital hypothyroidism. That's the second thing. And now I will proceed to another child of mine. This is also very, maybe an eye-opener for all of us. So we are seeing an 11-year-old boy who was very well around 3 years back, not growing for the past 3 years, not gaining weight, not gaining height as well, and we could not find anything in that particular child. And on evaluation, we could see that there is mild elevation of PSR and mildly decreased hemoglobin. So what could be the reason? So history is always important. We know this is a Dandi March by Mahatma Gandhi. That is also important. Politically also history is important. Medically also history is important. So history is extremely important. Never discount the role of history in medicine. So history is very important. So we asked in detail about the history, and we could get the history of a perianal fistula. So what's the proper diagnosis? If there is a fistula in a child, definitely it is important. Anal fistula in a child. So it was a case of Crohn's disease. So definitely every systemic disease, like especially inflammatory bowel disorder like Crohn's disease or celiac disease, which is which we always miss the diagnosis, tuberculosis, chronic anemia, poorly controlled type 1 diabetes mellitus, chronic kidney disease, CLD, chronic congestive heart failure, chronic heart disease. We are having cardiologist and cardiothoracic surgeon sitting in the audience, my dear friends. So we know that even chronic cardiac diseases can lead to short stature. So especially congenital cyanotic heart diseases. So here I am presenting one of my papers, which was a very short child. Very short child, he was having anemia. She was having anemia. We evaluated for the reason for anemia. She was having some sort of megaloblastic anemia. She was having some sort of blindness. So nowadays everything is genetics also. So we went behind genetics and we could see that it's a rare case of thiamine responsive megaloblastic anemia. In this sort of anemia, if you give thiamine, the child will respond. So even blindness as well as deafness, everything will decrease once you give thiamine. So these are, I just pointed out an example here, but there are so many cases, undiagnosed systemic diseases which can lead to short stature. So that's my third experiment. Now we will go to my fourth patient. So I am just telling about around 10 patients here, that's all, because of the variable crowd here. So it's a heterogeneous crowd, so I think I should make it very simple. So we are seeing a 7-year-old boy, a 7-year-old girl whose height is 115 centimeters with poor scholastic performance and occasional muscle spasms, classical signs. Any comments from the students there? So what are you seeing here? It is short fourth metacarpal. So when there is a short fourth metacarpal, what is the diagnosis that comes to your mind? It can be Turner syndrome, but at the same time it can be pseudo hypoparathyroidism as well. So occasionally there is muscle cramps. So the diagnosis is pretty clear here. It is a case of pseudo hypoparathyroidism. So a child with pseudo hypoparathyroidism can also present with short stature. And here the thing that you can do is you can correct the electrolytes or correct the acid-base balance. So I am having a child. I just remember about a child who by around 15, an adolescent who came at 15 years of age. The boy was having severe muscle cramps, short stature, and on evaluation the child was found of hypokalemia. So what is the reason? It was a case of Gentleman syndrome. So we are having around 8 patients of pseudohypoparathyroidism who have responded almost become normal to normal heights. Gentleman syndrome around 4 to 5 patients. 5 patients of renal tubular acidosis on my follow-up. Hypophosphatemia rickets. They respond to phosphorus as well as growth hormone. So they respond beautifully to these two treatments. And a few patients, Dr. Priya will be knowing regarding Dijo syndrome. So cardiac defects and thymic hypoplasia as well as hypocalcemia will be there. So these are the reasons of short stature, and the treatment is not growth hormone therapy for every patient. It is correction of hypocalcemia, correction of hypomagnesemia, and correction of hypokalemia. So these are the ways in which you can optimize the height of children. And now I am seeing actually here I had made a change in the slide, but unfortunately it couldn't open. So actually it's a boy. Boy presents with progressive hyperpigmentation, not gaining height and weight, no tears while crying, and height 98 centimeters, a spotter. Anybody can answer from the back? So this is a case of triple A syndrome. Triple A syndrome is, I think I am just telling about syndromes, is that there are 3 components. One is adrenal insufficiency, second is lacrima, and third one is achalasia. So here, when the child cries, there is no tear coming out of the eyes. So always the parents were worried, why there is no tear? This boy is always crying, but there is no tear. So what is the reason? So we did the genetic analysis and we proved that it's a case of Algrove syndrome or triple A syndrome. So another reason for short stature in children and adolescents is adrenal insufficiency. It can be due to so many reasons. It can be due to triple A syndrome, it can be autoimmune polygonal syndrome type 1, it can be adrenal hypoplasia congenital, or it can be due to CH. I've got so many patients of CH, at least 50 to 100 of congenital hypoplasia patients we are following up. And we will supplement them with steroids and their short stature will go away. They will grow to normal heights. And now we are seeing the other way around. I think again the pediatricians might have seen this sort of patients. It's a 13-year-old girl who has progressive weight gain, gaining weight but height remains static. So what happens to the children who are going to McDonald's and eating so much food? What will happen to them? Any comments? They will grow in weight as well as height. But here what is happening is they will grow in weight but become static in height. So what's the diagnosis here? Any comments? It is Cushing syndrome. So it's a case of Cushing syndrome where you get the stunting of height. At the same time, they will go on gaining weight. They will be Cushing it, and here we diagnosed it as a case of pituitary adenoma, Cushing's disease due to pituitary adenoma, and she gained height again. Again, we have a paper of another published endocrine practice from US. It is published as an unusual variant of Cushing's. So we had a child, similar, 5-year-old child, Cushing-out features, no height gain. We diagnosed as a very rare case of primary pigmented nodular adrenocortical disease, and the child responded very well to adrenalectomy. So there I wanted to highlight my paper on this one, hypercortisolism. And now I think this situation all of you might have come across. Now I am telling about two children, two worried children. So who are the worried children? One is a 14-year-old boy. I think as parents, many of you have seen this sort of patients. Height is 142 centimeters, no mustache. The child is 14 years, 142 centimeters, no mustache, short compared to peers. He is worried. And another girl is there who is 13 years, height is 136 centimeters, poor development of breasts. Menarche is not attained. Her friends have attained menarche. She is also worried. So what is to be done? What's the diagnosis? So it is something known as constitutional delay in growth and puberty. Nowadays we call it as SLDP, self-limited delay in puberty. So what happens is that they are late bloomers. They will have some sort of height gain, but after some time there may be delay in height gain. You might have seen so many children who develop mustache only after 15 or 16 years of age. So the thing is that you can give them some sort of testosterone therapy to start puberty. So that is given for boys. But at the same time, for girls, we give some around 4 to 6 months of estrogen therapy for girls, so that their puberty will start and they will start growing up. So by around 17 to 18 years of age, they are very of normal heights. So that is CDGP. We treat them with testosterone and estrogen. So these are another method of treating short stature. So I told about growth hormone, thyroxine, correction of systemic illness, electrolytes, adrenal steroids, then removing steroid excess and testosterone as well as estrogen. These are forms of treatment of short stature. Now we will come to another important area. I think nowadays there is so much talk regarding precocious puberty. So what happens? One parent, one worried mother who is a teacher is coming to my OPD yesterday saying that her daughter is having breast development at 8 years of age. What is to be done? So what happens is that the height is around 134 centimeters tall. At present she is tallest in the class. Parents are worried about menarche and final height. So you can see the axis there, GnRH leading to production of growth hormone, FSH from the pituitary, again acting on the ovary and testes to produce estrogen and testosterone. I am not going to the details. So here the treatment that we offer, but what happens ultimately to those patients is they will grow to less height, because initially there will be a height spurt and final height will be low. So what we do is we give GnRH analogs to suppress puberty for optimization of height. This is what we do. And my experience, I have got around more than 120 patients start on GnRH analogs, and they are doing well now, and they are psychologically also they are doing well, and even height-wise they are doing well. And this is one of the papers that we presented in International Pediatric Endocrine Conference. So congenital adrenal hypoplasia is a disease which can sometimes present with central precocious puberty, and we gave GnRH analogs for a few patients, and they also grew to normal heights. So central CH usually presents with peripheral precocious puberty, but here they present with central precocious puberty, and so that is a very rare presentation, and we were fortunate enough to bring them to normal heights by giving GnRH analogs. So this is the story of GnRH analogs. And another story I am coming to telling you now is about an adolescent, a 15-year-old boy, 10th standard. Predicted height is only 161 centimeter. Father is not too tall. His height is 154 centimeters. He might grow to 160 centimeters. So what can be given? The parents are too much behind me to give something to optimize height. So what can be done? So there are some sort of drugs like aromatase inhibitors. So how does a child growth end? What's the end of the growth of a child? Any comments? What's the hormone deciding the growth plate fusion? It is estrogen. So what happens here is, what we do is we block the conversion of testosterone to estrogen by giving aromatase inhibitors. And this boy was given aromatase inhibitor. He got probably around 4 to 5 centimeters extra. So I got around 10 to 15 patients who are on aromatase inhibitors like letrozole or anastrozole for optimization of height. The height benefit may not be that huge, but still height benefit may be there. So I am coming to the last part of my discussion. This is another story which involves a systemic, another 15-year-old girl. What happened is that she was very much obese 2 years back. Somebody made fun of her. After that, what happened is that she doesn't eat anything. So what's the diagnosis? It is anorexia nervosa, literally not eating anything after that. It was nothing. There is no systemic disease. Lost weight from 60 kg to 25. This is my patient only. Amenorrhea, there is no height gain. This is, she is just like the anemia is there, hypokalemia is there. So it is very, very, very difficult to treat. It's a teamwork which should happen here. So teamwork. Adolescent requires behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy is needed, nutritional support, a refeeding regimen which should be very, very slow. You cannot feed the patient very fast. That can lead to problems. So it's a refeeding regimen which is needed. Response may be slow and variable. And you also require micronutrient supplementation. So that is the last child of my experiments, and we have so many more experiments. I think because of lack of time, I am not going to the details. So I have a few familial tall stature. So his father is around 180 centimeters. The child is growing to more than 180. What can be done? So this again an experimental therapy of giving testosterone to fuse bonds. That also we have tried. Tall stature in a girl. To fuse bonds, we have given estrogen. Again, under parallel pressures we have done, but still it is not unscientific. Gigantism, we have done excess of pituitary adenoma. That is also, I am telling about tall stature. And octreotide LAR also is given for McCune-Albert syndrome, tall stature. So these are my experiments. I am not going to the details of those things. But what happens? I was just telling whether stature is extremely important or something which is more important than stature is our mental stature, our religious or spiritual or whatever. Stature is also very important. And if the patient cannot afford, what happens to him? He becomes Sachin Tendulkar. Because Sachin Tendulkar is only 163 centimeters, not very tall. So he can become Sachin. So don't worry about stature that much. I just told about all the developments in the field of height. He can still become Sachin Tendulkar. So that's what. So if the patient cannot afford. Now everybody cannot afford growth hormone therapy. That is also the affordability is a problem. But nowadays, because in India we have generics, so it is affordable even for middle class people. Nowadays, one of the patient who is getting growth hormone of 2 units per day, per month around 10,000, but still it may be costlier, but not as costly as in the past. So growth hormone therapy is a bit economical nowadays. So if the patient cannot afford also, it is fine. So my dear friends and chairpersons, my dear Shamya as well as dear Jabbar sir, I think Jabbar sir is a better person in all these things. All this we know. So growth and puberty are complex processes influenced by endocrine, nutritional, genetic and environmental factors. So many factors playing together, and every child is unique. So every child is unique, be it short or medium height or tall. And the strategy to optimize height and development may differ from one individual to another. In recent years, there have been significant advances in the diagnosis and management of growth disorders in the form of growth hormone therapy, GNRH analogs, aromatase inhibitors, and so many other drugs. And even IGF-1 is one form of therapy about which I am. It's a very developmental stage only, IGF-1 therapy. Much remains to be understood and discovered in this evolving field. Affordability remains a key challenge for patients, children and as adolescents with short stature. And I thank my parents, Balasha Master and Radha teacher for all the guidance, my family, Dr. Sumangala, Nida and Navani, my teachers, especially two names. One is Dr. Nalini as well as Padma Menon, and also teachers like Joe Phillips sir and Fasal Merakar sir and all the Tulasidhar sir. So many teachers, I am not naming anybody, Dr. Matthew Thomas sir, so many teachers. Jabbar sir is my teacher. And my dear batchmates, I am not naming anyone, my dear batchmates who are sitting on the stage, Dr. Shammi as well as off the stage, Dr. Libu, Anup, Shamroy, my dear Binish, Priya Srinivasan and Dr. Binida, so many people I have seen here. So all my batchmates who have supported me in my journey through endocrinology, and also Dr. Subin, who is my colleague, who has supported me with some slide, Dr. Ganesh, Dr. Karthik, Dr. Dheerajas, who has given he gave the oration last year. He is my close friend, not here now, for helping with slides. So may the work of your hands be a sign of gratitude and reference to the human condition. So with that I will stop. That is a statement by Mahatma Gandhi. So always we should try to help and support people who have some difficult condition, and this is my department. I have a very small department there, and all my sincere gratitude to all the my colleagues in my department as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Excellent exposition on the topic, Dr. Vimal. I'm really proud to say that you are my student. Okay, and very simple messages he has given. But I'm just repeating, there are endocrinopathy, non-endocrinopathy, pick out endocrinopathy, by looking at a certain simple clinical stigmata, and you can refer to concerned personality. This I can understand your emotional attachment also to this institute. This is an oration, so no question is allowed usually, right? Okay, but since we have some or little challenge of his train departure, may I take the opportunity close the session, and Mike is handing over to organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vimal, for an enlightening topic. And our knowledge is, we are actually passed in 1994. We are 1994 batch, and after passing out, we are in different specialties, but still this kind of talks we will enlighten our knowledge and our knowledge to refer such patients to endocrinologists. That is and another thing was that the preventive part, some things can be prevented by early detection and a good history. All these things, all the points you have covered very well. Nice talk, and thank you for accepting my invitation to this Pranamam Awards oration.
Thank you, Shami, for being our guide and our organizer of our batch. Thank you. And
Thank
also
you
my
so
thanks
much.
to Dr. Libu and all the people in the community medicine department, and also the Dr. Gayatri and Dr. Anuja and all the other people, and Dr. Senior, who is unfortunately who is not here. So I extend my gratitude to all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vimal, for the oration. I invite Jabba sir to present a small token of gratitude to Dr. Vimal sir. I invite Dr. Anuja to present Jabba sir a small token of gratitude. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I invite Dr. Libu GK to present to Shami sir a small token of our gratitude.
Dr. Manoj sir, please come over to the stage. Now one more thing, our batch 94 batch MBBS also planning to give a small award for the best ortho postgraduate student every year in memory of our late Dr. Biju, who passed away last year. He was associate professor in ortho department, and this time we are giving that award to the best outgoing student in ortho department. And I would like this opportunity to invite Dr. Sham Roy from Department of Orthopedics to mention few words about the student and introduce the award.
Good evening. Our best outgoing PG is Dr. Mugilan. Mugilan B. Mugilan, please. Can you come? He passed his MBBS from Jipmer Pondicherry, 2015 batch. He passed MBBS, MS Orthopedics from Trivandrum Medical College in the year 2021. He joined in 2021 and he secured first place in QAS examination in 2025. He was a finalist in TC Joseph Gold Medal examination for best orthopedics postgraduate throughout Kerala. His field of interest is in pediatric orthopedics. Welcome, Mugilan. Let me invite Banoy sir to say a few words about Mugilan.
Good afternoon, all. I'm not taking much of your time. It gives me immense pleasure to give away the Best Outgoing PG Award that is being instituted by the 1994 MBBS batch. A few words about Dr. Biju. He is a most enthusiastic person in our department. Unfortunately, we lost him few years back, and I think award is it's going to be a tradition. I think this kind of award instituted by our 94 batch, it's going to be a tradition, and it should give much encouragement to the upcoming orthopedic surgeons. Thank you so much. Thank you, 1994 batch. Thank you, Department of Community Medicine. Thank you.
I invite Jabba sir to hand over the check to Dr. Mugilan. Manu sir, please join. And 94 batch, can you please come to stage? All 94 batch.
Dr. Binita, Dr. Anup,
Dr. Binita,
please come.
Dr. Anup,
Binish.
Dr. Binish, Priya.
With that, we come to the end of our academic session. We now move on to our valedictory function. delegates and students. All good things must come to an end, but every ending marks the beginning of new opportunities. With this thought, we gather here for the valedictory function of Natcon 2025, the 15th National Conference on Students' Medical Research, hosted by the Department of Community Medicine, Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. It has been 2 days of enriching sessions, meaningful discussions, and shared learning. So, as we begin, let us seek the divine blessings. May I request everyone to rise for a silent prayer. Thank you. Please be seated. Now I invite our distinguished guests for the function. I invite Dr. Usha Devi KB, our Vice Principal, Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. Madam, over to the dais. I invite our beloved principal, Dr. Jabbar sir. Sir, please. I invite Dr. Anita Bhaskar, Professor, Community Medicine, GMC, Thiruvananthapuram. Our 94 batch alumni, Dr. Libu GK. Sir, kindly grace our dais. I invite our HOD, Dr. Anuja U, to the dais. I invite Mr. Ananda Padmanabhan, our undergraduate convener, and Dr. Sajil Nisar, our postgraduate convener, onto the dais. Dr. Gayatri LK, our general convener. Madam, I invite you onto the dais. I invite our Vice Principal, Dr. Usha Devi, Madam, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon. Now, this is the valedictory conference, and I take this opportunity to, it is my pleasant duty to welcome once again the dignitaries on the dais, our dear respected principal, Dr. Jabbar sir, HOD of Community Medicine, Anuja, Professor of Community Medicine, Anita, then my dear students, Libu, Anandan, Sajil, and Gayatri of Community Medicine Department. I hope you had a wonderful day. You enjoyed the sessions yesterday and today, and I hope you take, and there indeed was exchange of ideas in this conference, and I hope many researchers who make global impact come up from this session. Once again, let me welcome you to this program.
Thank you, ma'am. An event of this magnitude deserves a brief reflection on its journey and highlights. I now request Dr. Anita Bhaskar, Professor, Department of Community Medicine, GMC Trivandrum, to present the conference report.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, respected faculty, dear students, guests and friends. A very warm good evening to all of you. I am honored to present the final conference report of Natcon 2025 the 15th National Conference on Students' Medical Research held on July 28th and 29th, hosted by the Department of Community Medicine, Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. The theme of this year's conference was Adolescent Health Matters, Healthy Foundation for a Bright Future. This year's theme truly brought to light many challenges and needs faced by the adolescent today. That is, from mental health to nutrition to substance abuse, sexual and reproductive health, digital well-being, and the importance of inclusivity. These aren't just topics, they are the real pressing concerns in the lives of young people. More than anything, our aim was to spark curiosity and reflections among the youth minds to get you thinking, questioning, and exploring and honestly looking at the energy and engagements throughout the conference. And I feel we have met that goal. The conference was inaugurated with the gracious presence of Mrs. Veena George, Honorable Minister of Health and Women and Child Development, Government of Kerala, who lit the ceremonial lamp and launched the Natcon 2025 souvenir and also the revised infection control manual. The inaugural session commenced with a warm and thoughtful welcome address by Dr. P.K. Jabbar, Principal, Government Medical College, Trivandrum, who set the stage for the 2 days academic celebrations. The presidential address was delivered by Dr. Vishwanathan KV, Director of Medical Education, and felicitations were offered by the esteemed dignitaries, whose words of support and wisdom added to the spirit of the event. The Natcon 2025 featured a vibrant array of academic content. Over 2 days, we hosted 5 theme presentations, including Adolescent Health Programs in India, The Challenges and Way Forward by Dr. Amar Patel, Prevention of Nutrition and Lifestyle Diseases in Adolescent by Dr. Jugal Kishore, From Risk to Resilience, an overview of adolescent mental health and addictions by Dr. Anil Kumar TV, Addressing Violence and Abuse in Adolescent by Sri Shaju KK, and Adolescent and Digital Era by Sri Angit Ashokan IPS. The orations at Natcon 2025 were among the most impactful moment of the conference. Dr. M.K.C. Nair sir delivered the MRS Menon Research Foundation oration on adolescent and in research, offering thought-provoking insight into the importance of involving youth people as active participants in research process. This was followed by Pranamam 94 MBBS batch alumni oration by Dr. Vimal M.V., who spoke on optimizing height in children and adolescents, blending clinical expertise with the public health relevance. Both the sessions were highly appreciated by the audience and enriched by the academic spirit of the event. And there was a panel discussion on inclusive adolescent healthcare chaired by Dr. Indu P.S. with a diverse panel including experts from health, education, civil society, and notably adolescents themselves. A dedicated postgraduate workshop on artificial intelligence in medical research was conducted by Dr. Sharon Baisel, offering participants a hands-on experience on emerging AI tools and their transformative potential in the research. Our signature public health quiz, the Salisbury Code, brought together. There were 28 enthusiastic teams, from which 5 were qualified into the final round, and after a nail-biting finish, the Government Medical College Thiruvananthapuram got the first prize, second by the Kollam Government Medical College, and third by TDMC Alappuzha. Research presentations. This conference witnessed an overwhelming academic response with 265 scientific presentations. 265, that is 194 oral presentations, 42 poster presentations, 25 e-presentations held in 10 venues in 25 sessions spanning in disciplines from communicable disease, adolescent health, maternal and child health, non-communicable diseases, digital health, and clinical health, and also public health. Jury members from various institutions evaluated these sessions, and the best paper award in each section is decided. It will be given in this function. I am happy to report that Natcon 2025 saw a record-breaking number of registrations, that is 449 participants across India, which include 308 undergraduate and 97 postgraduates, 23 interns and 13 faculties and 5 others including PhD scholars, MPH students and senior residents. We had a registration from 14 states of India, that including Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Orissa, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan and New Delhi. As we now stand in the close of Natcon 2025, I wish to emphasize that this conference was more than an academic event. It was a moment of movement of ideas, mentorship and shared dreams. It would not have been possible without our support from our supporters, that is NHM, National Health Mission, TMC Alumni Association, PTA, Government Medical College, Trivandrum, and 94 batch MBBS alumni. And also by the state TB cell, management and faculty of Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram, staff and students of Community Medicine Department and 2022 MBBS batch. Organizing committee, our students conveners and also volunteers and technical support team. To all participants, thank you for trusting us with your research and with your presence. I am very thankful to all the delegates and the participants who attended the 2 days workshop conference. Let Natcon not be the end, but the beginning, a beginning of bold research, of curious minds, of compassionate health leadership. So we look forward seeing you, many of you as presenters and mentors or visionaries in coming Natcon over the years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for presenting the essence of this conference. We are honored to have distinguished guests who have contributed to the success of this conference. I invite Dr. Libu GK, our 94 batch alumni, to deliver felicitations.
Good evening, everyone gathered here. I mean, especially my friends who are here even from UK. One person is here. Then Dr. Shami, Dr. Binish. Those are all my friends from 94 batch MBBS. And when this program, this national program for student research started in the year 2018, we were also students. But when I became part of this community medicine department and became part of this program, I learned that we need kind of support to bring this program forward. And I thought, anyway, we are spending a lot of money for different causes. Why can't we spend something for this cause? And somehow we started with a small donation, and now we started expanding our association with this program by increasing that support, as well as including a small oration to to remember our friends who passed away in the last years. And we also started a small award for Best Ortho PG. That also started this year. That is Pranamam Ortho Award. One is given this year. And I definitely express our gratitude and support for coming years also. We will definitely be there to support this program to move forward. We will increase our support in coming years. And thank you for this opportunity once again. Thank you very much.
Sir, no conference is complete without hearing the heartbeats, our students. I invite Mr. Ananda Padmanabhan P., a representative, our undergraduate convener, to deliver his words.
First of all, very warm welcome to all our dignitaries. And being a third year MBBS student, it was a very valuable and amazing opportunity for me to be a part of this Natcon 25. Mainly the theme, Adolescent Health Matters. It was really an amazing theme because all of us are in the early 20s. So we have transitioned from the adolescent stage to the young adult now. So truly amazing topic to be discussed during this Natcon 15. And also all my dear friends and all the volunteers who had worked very hard for this organizing this event to make it an amazing organization. To thanking you. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananda Padmanabhan. I invite Dr. Sajal Nisar, postgraduate convener, to share his perspectives.
Good evening all. Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, respected teachers, esteemed guests, fellow colleagues and dear friends. As a postgraduate convener of Natcon 2025, it is with immense pride and pleasure that I stand before you today at the close of what has been a truly remarkable journey. Organizing the 15th National Conference on Students' Medical Research has been not just a responsibility, but a truly tremendous experience for me. When we first began planning this conference months ago, we knew it would be a huge task, but we perhaps didn't fully anticipate was how deeply it would shape us. From the very first brainstorming meeting to the first technical run-through, Natcon demanded attention to detail and above all, teamwork. It has taught me many things, and it has taught me about that leadership is not about having all the answers, but about bringing people together, resolving crisis and keeping the momentum alive, even during moments of doubt and delay. There were times when the deadlines, permissions and logistics seemed overwhelming, but looking back, each challenge only strengthened us and brought us closer together as a team. I take this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude to our organizing committee, faculty members, student volunteers who believed in our vision and supported us, and a special thanks to our HOD and Professor Dr. Anuja U. Madam for leading in front, and Dr. Gayatri L.K. Madam, General Convener, for guiding us, and especially my co-conveners, Dr. Neeraja, Dr. Sharath, Dr. Aishwarya, and Dr. Rajiv, and other colleagues of other residents of Department of Community Medicine, and all other departments for giving us the freedom to conduct this event in this grand venue. So I concluded with a message to the next batch of conveners. That is, this is not just a conference, it is an opportunity to create something lasting. And I urge you to lead with passion and humility. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajal. Now the much awaited moment. It's time to acknowledge the excellence. We'll proceed with the award presentation for the Salisbury Court, our quiz winners. I invite Jabba sir for presenting the awards to our quiz winners. Our third prize winners, Devika Aniba Nair and Arya Satish from Government TD Medical College, Alapura. Runner-up, Anju VG and Grace Sarah Thomas from GMC Kollam. And our winners of the quiz competition, Rukia Shanavas and Ria Rachel Koshi from GMC Thiruvananthapuram. The cash prize for the winners are being sponsored by the State TB Cell. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Please be seated. Now we are moving on to the award presentations for the best papers from our research paper presentations conducted on the second day of Natcon. From the venue Aspire for the session 1, the best paper award goes to Dr. Regina Chidambaram from Government Medical College, Kozhikode. I invite Dr. Jugal sir to kindly give away the awards. Dr. Navya is a representative from Government Medical College, Kozhikode. She will be collecting the prize. For the same venue, session 2, I invite Dr. Akshay KR. He has bagged the best paper award. He is from Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. Dr. Jugal sir, kindly give away the award. From venue Dream, session 1, Ashika M of Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. For session 2, Aditya Rajiv from Government TD Medical College, Alappuzha. If any representative is present, they can kindly take the awards. For Aditya Rajiv, Government TD Medical College, Alappuzha. Jugal sir. For session 3, Rishika B from Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. Sir, kindly wait. Ashika M from Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram, session 1. Thank you, sir. I invite Usha Devi madam to give the rest of the prize. From venue Optimus for session 1, Tamersi Pujita from AIMS Mangalagiri. For session 2, Adarsh R, Government Medical College, Kollam. For sessions 3, Advait AS, Government Medical College, Kollam. For session conducted at venue Lumiere. For session 1, Anjali V, Government TD Medical College, Alappuzha. For session 2, Savio Dominic, Government Medical College, Kozhikode. Thank you, ma'am. I invite Dr. Anuja you for giving the few prizes. For venue Enigma, session 1, Deepu George Simon, Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. Session 2, Akhila Shafiq, Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. For venue Stella, session 1, Emmanuel Henry Moses, Christian Medical College, Vellore. Session 2, Dr. Abid Gulati, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. For session 3, Sheetal B, Government Dental College, Thiruvananthapuram. Thank you, ma'am. I invite Dr. Libu GK for kindly giving away the awards. For venue Karishma, session 1, Shreya P, Malabar Medical College and Research Center, Kozhikode. For session 2, Ashisha Timothy, Dr. Somabel Memorial, CSI Medical College, Karakonam. For session 3, Ninav M. Biju, Government Medical College, Kollam. For venue Enchanter, session 1, Maulika Mamiti, NRI Institute of Medical Sciences, Andhra Pradesh. So these were the online presentations. And for session 2, Dr. Manirsha PV, JSS Medical College, Karnataka. They were the winners. Now for the rest of the offline presentations, thank you Libu sir. I invite Anita Bhaskar madam to give away the rest of the prizes. From the venue Nuvo, Session 1, Sanjay Krishna V, Government Medical College, Ernakulam. For Session 2, Brinda P. Stanley, Government Medical College, Kollam. For Session 3, Amina Ashrin, Government Medical College, Kollam. Thank Thank you, madam. I invite Dr. Gayatri madam to give away the prizes. Venue Trailblazer, Session 1, Gautam Krishna S, Government Medical College, Kottayam. For Session 2, Sri Varshini Srinivasan, Government Medical College, Tirupur. So big applause to all the winners. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, dignitaries. One of our winners of quiz have arrived here. Our runner-up, Anju VG and Grace Sarah Thomas, GMC Kollam. Kindly move on to the stage. So finally, to the end, to express our gratitude, I invite Dr. Gayatri LK, the General Convener, Natcon 2025, who had run for all this, what you see for these 2 days in our department, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Anu. So, dear delegates, as the curtain falls on this memorable occasion, it is the time to express gratitude to all the important souls who have gathered here to make this event a reality. We have been through a lot of hurdles, but through all this we could make Natcon 25 a huge success. I am privileged for the opportunity to deliver vote of thanks on this occasion. So first let me thank our Honorable Minister who graced the event with her esteemed presence. I wish to thank from my heart our beloved Principal for the consistent motivation and support he has given us for the conduct of Natcon 25. I am deeply grateful to our esteemed Additional Chief Secretary, Dr. Rajan Sir, for his presence amongst us today. I wish to express my appreciation to our respected DME, Dr. Vishwanathan Sir, for the encouragement and support given to us right from the inception of Natcon 25, despite the numerous hurdles we faced. I thank our beloved HOD for her consistent support from the birth of the concept to the organization of Natcon 25 in full gusto. I am grateful to my entire team of colleagues and friends, especially Dr. Jeena and Dr. Jinsi, my joint conveners, who stood by me throughout the process. The help rendered by them made the task seemingly effortless. I am deeply indebted to my mentor, Dr. Amar Fidel Sir and Dr. Bibin Sajan, for being with me through the nitty-gritty of it all. I wish to thank all the speakers, chairs, panelists, Dr. Jugal Kishore sir, who helped to deliver an excellent academic feast to all the students and faculty who had come for the conference. I wish to thank all the staff of my department, including the non-teaching staff and the cleaning staff, who were the silent workers behind this, who provided valuable support throughout the Natcon. I wish to thank from the depth of my heart my beloved PGs, especially my PG conveners and my undergraduates, Dr. Sajil, Dr. Neeraja, Dr. Sharath, Dr. Aishwarya, Dr. Rajiv, who is not present today, Dr. Sebin, Dr. Allen, and Mr. Ananda Padmanabhan. I have no words to express the immense strength, support and trust you instilled in me throughout. You are the pillars on whose shoulders Natcon 25 stands tall today. I wish to congratulate all the students and faculty who have arrived here from all parts of India and our fraternity from other parts of Kerala who helped make the Natcon 25 a huge success. I am deeply grateful to Dr. Libu, Dr. Tony for the faith they instilled in me when I stood deeply doubtful if I could make it, and the support they have given for the quiz as great quiz masters too. I am indebted to our sponsors, our PTA of Government Medical College Trivandrum, the Trivandrum Medical College alumni, 94 batch alumni, our SMD of NHM Kerala for its deep commitment to adolescent health in Kerala and for the financial support for the conference. I also wish to thank our STO for sponsoring our quiz, the Salisbury Code. I also wish to thank our sponsors like KDIS Kerala, Pro Shots, Muthoot Honda for the valuable support given by them. I wish to express deep gratitude to our artist, Mr. Prashant, for his beautiful paintings that were gifted to our speakers and chairs. I also thank Mr. Manoj, a differently abled florist, for the beautiful flowers gifted to the speakers and chairs. Delicious food is the hallmark of any good conference. Hence, I wish to express gratitude to NAS caterers to ensure the contentment of our taste buds. I am grateful to our event managers, Mr. Anil and team, who ensured the smooth sailing of our conference. Please pardon me if I have left out anyone. We expect your continued support and participation in all the national conferences GMC Trivandrum shall host in the years to come. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. To conclude, let us rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all once again for being the part of this Natcon 2025. Wishing everyone safe travels and continued success. See you at the next Natcon.